Welcome!
I'm Alex.
I'm Jason.
And we are
The Gay Press. What film are we discussing today?
We are talking about a big film for 2018. We are discussing Alfonso Cuaron's Roma.
Go! Synopsis!
Okay, this is a difficult one, but I'm going to do it. Cleo is a maid for an affluent family in Mexico City in the early 1970s. It is sort of autobiographical on Alfonso Cuaron's life, and it is a year in the life of what happens in their family and how entrenched she is in their lives.
Okay, so what I'm obsessed with is the gossip in this movie. Okay, so Cleo and Della are the main maids in this house, and their relationship is so beautiful. They're such good friends, and there's a lot of just them talking about the boys in their life, talking about the daily events, and I can't get enough. I am so invested in their tea. There are literally moments where they look at each other and they're like, I have so much to tell you, and I'm like, oh my god, tell me! Like, I'll bring the chocolate, I'll make the coffee, I'll make the cocktails.
My obsession is related to yours. This film is a slow burn. I am not always the biggest fan of subtlety, but this movie does such a beautiful job in the subtle changes and they affect you over time. It hits you so much later. I'm still thinking about this movie. It stays with you.
It's a weird thing where I was unsatisfied because I just wanted more, but like obviously was so satisfied because I also just spent so much time with these people. They felt so real.
Yalitza Aparicio has a beautiful leading performance. This is her first film, so we cannot delve into her actressography. But what we would love to talk about is our favorite leading performances by actresses in foreign films. Number 5 is Michelle Yeoh in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Number 4 is Penelope Cruz in Volver. Number 3,
Audrey Tautou in Amelie.
This is so iconic. This is me at 16 years old, being in love with Paris, wanting to crack the creme brulee, looking at a camera going,
Number 2,
ooh, this is Marion Cotillard in La Vie en Rose.
all I have to say is those eyebrows are up here and the performance is up here. Number 1 is Isabelle Huppert in Elle.
This woman is a queen.
Goddess.
She is a goddess. She is an icon.
Everything.
We stand so hard for Isabelle. This is actually an interesting situation we found ourselves in with this film. This film is about women, very much so about women. And the men, well, we're not going to spoil anything, but they're not good.
There are men who you might be attracted to, but there's no men that we want to celebrate. I feel like this movie is very quietly supporting these women, and the whole perspective is from these women's lives. So the men sort of fade into the background. I don't remember them. This is a quiet film that doesn't have any big stars. The reason this film is getting so much attention, not just because it is a beautiful film, but it's because of Alfonso Cuaron. This is very much an auteur's director's film.
It's a stunning film. It really is one of the best films of the year. You really have to give your all and surrender to, but I don't see how you can invest and not walk away feeling something. I think this is a lock for Best Picture. Absolutely, and director, and I think they're very deserved. What other awards are you thinking?
I think a lot of technical awards. There has been talk of Yalitza Aparicio for Best Actress. Honestly, I do think that like Best Actress should go to a bit of those showier, meatier roles.
I'm okay with it being a subtle role. I think that's a lot harder to play. But I'm gonna say I don't think it has the punch of some of the other people. The other thing that's a little complicated with this whole awards conversation is the role of Netflix, and I want to say that I actually think that this is a movie that has to be seen in the theater. The cinematography, the sound design is incredible. Also, I just want to say, being on Netflix, I'm glad they gave them money for this and it allowed this kind of movie to be made, but I know myself, if my phone is nearby, I am gonna check it.
Because at home, when something for a second bores me, I look away. In a theater, I am forced to look at it, and I think this film will definitely benefit from you seeing it in a theater.
This is not a queer film really at all, but it's also not necessarily a story about that. It's telling a very specific story about a very specific group of people, and I think that's what the important focal point is.
It is not queer in any way, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not important.
So I think we're gonna skip the gay press gay rating. It's, you know, it's NA, non-applicable. But as a movie, as a whole, what would we give it, Alex?
I think we'd give it a beautiful 4 out of 5.
Yeah, absolutely.